got the glow. For she talks and we all know. She leads the way every night and day.
Hey YouTube, this is your girl Portia from Portia Talks. Today we're going to be talking about this transgender lady who got shot. So let's take a look at the video here.
I'm trying to figure something out. What do you get out of when you see a trans girl out in public and you be like, and you're announcing that that's a trans girl or that's a man or whatever you want to call it? What the fuck do you get out of doing that?
I don't get that. That seems to be like security is within your own self.
For one, it's not gonna stop shit. For two, all you're doing is making him curious. I'm really just curious
Yeah, she's right about that.
to know. Comment below. Please, somebody tell me, help me figure it out. Please.
This is the story of Rashida Williams, age 35, a trans lady who was found shot to death one night at a strip mall on Martin Luther King Jr. Drive in southwest Atlanta. Rashida, also known as Coco de Doll, starred in the documentary Kokomo City, which tells the story of 4 black trans and the dichotomy between the black community and the trans women. This story will be taking us to Atlanta, Georgia.
So you think if he actually did kill her, he would?
Yes, he would. Yes, he would.
Tell you he did?
Yes, he would.
I don't believe that. I understand her son is in a lot of trouble, but I mean, I don't believe that.
Because my son is not like that. I'm going to clear that up right now.
Hello and welcome to
And he looks like a guy who would date a trans girl.
Twisted Crimes. Subscribe and hit the like button for more stories.
New developments tonight in the shooting death of Coco de Doll, a beloved member of Atlanta's LGBTQ+ community and the star of the documentary, Kokomo City.
This story will be taking us to Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta, Georgia's state capital and the southeastern United States' most important transportation hub, is one of the top 5 gayest cities in America. The state's largest city, Atlanta.
Yes, it definitely is. I have a friend in Atlanta, and I know more and more people who are moving to Atlanta. I mean, it's not for me, so I wouldn't move there. But yeah, let's continue.
Has a vibrant LGBT community and holds the biggest pride parade in the southeast region. Rashida Williams, age 35, was a trans lady who was well known in Atlanta. Rashida, also known as Coco de Doll, was one of Atlanta's
And her makeup is flawless. Her makeup is very flawless, and she looked like she was really well put together.
finest and most loving transgender women.
Hey guys, I'm going to show you guys some of my favorite products that I use in the morning, especially when I wear my curly wigs, because it's so hard to maintenance these curly wigs, and I hate walking. So,
Coco de Doll had a heart of gold and spread nothing but love and
Yeah, I mean, she, again, her makeup, her hair, everything is on point.
light to those she came across. To know Coco is to love her. She loved her family and friends to the core of her heart. If ambitious was person, it was Coco. She has always put her best foot forward to reach all in which she desired.
Don't be sorry, just be careful, baby.
the word of the month is walk away. Walk away. They're not who you think they are. So, walk away.
I agree with her on that. Walk away.
And I mean immediately.
Now, this is like that other video I was telling you about with the player. That's what I should have done with him. That's what I should have done with him.
Coco's greatest goal was to take care of her entire family and close friends. When Coco entered the room, she always brought her beautiful bright smile. You couldn't help but to embrace her. She cherished her loved ones, and we cherished and embraced her.
If you guys in the Atlanta area, you guys need to check out this spot called Umi. The sushi is so good. The yellowtail is amazing. It's the Nobu of Atlanta. And actually, they just opened a Nobu here in Atlanta, so good.
Nobu. I gotta ask my friend about that.
Umi is a good spot. You guys need to check it out ASAP. The drinks were not too good, but
she chased her dreams as an artist and entertainer, according to her friends. Coco de Doll was a rapper, releasing her first single, Trick, in 2020, followed by 2022's Bulletproof.
She got the gift to get down, my niggas are mad at her. She a bad bitch, I'ma throw that bag at her. When she shake that ass, she throw that cash, they mad at her. A regular bitch, first between you know they mad at her.
She was also working on some new music, as she teased on her social media accounts. She traveled around the world with her friends, enjoying the simple things of life.
good morning, guys. I had to go get my Starbucks. You guys know what's going on. Make sure you guys like, follow, subscribe, and share. And we're here. You guys see the mountain.
And she seems like a great person, a person who I would get along with. She had a good personality.
We're outside in these little towns. Yes. But we're gonna turn up today. We're gonna turn up and we're gonna the movie premieres today. We're gonna hit the red carpet and oh shit, we gotta get ready for the red carpet. The red carpet's at 4. So I'm gonna wear that on. Yeah, okay. But yeah, make sure you guys get at me and I'll get back to you guys soon. Bye.
Coco de Doll was one of the trans women featured in the hit Sundance documentary Kokomo City.
I need to check this out. Kokomo City. I definitely need to check that out.
Objective is to make sure that other girls don't have to go through what we went through, or make sure that they feel like a lot of girls that's coming up now feel like they have to be in sex work. They don't. They don't. We can do anything. We can be music artists. We can be actors. We can be whatever we want to be. Like, I just want to make it possible and make an avenue for other girls to not feel like they have to do that. So.
And she's right. I mean, trans girls can do anything they want to.
So, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
The Gay Film Festival showed Kokomo City, a documentary featuring Coco. The documentary is a raw depiction of the lives of 4 black trans as they confront the dichotomy between the black community. For those unaware, Kokomo City took home 2 awards at this year's Sundance Film Festival following black transgender workers, including Coco de Doll, as they lived and worked in New York and ATL. The film won 2 awards at the Sundance Film Festival in January, including the Next Audience Award and Next Innovator Award. On April 18, 2023, sadness was thrown into the LGBTQ community. Someone who did not like Coco de Doll, or perhaps not like how she carried herself, decided to punish her. She was followed, tracked, and shot. Police was quickly called to the scene. When officers responded to 2457 Martin Luther King Jr. Drive Southwest in reference to a person shot, there was nothing they could do. She was declared dead on the scene.
Atlanta police
That is very sad.
investigating a string of shootings involving transgender women, the 2 most recent ending tragically. Now, police need your help identifying a man who they believe might know something about one of these cases. 2 incidents happening in southwest Atlanta, the 3rd in northeast Atlanta, 2 of them taking place this month alone. Atlanta News First reporter Zach Summers live in Midtown. And Zach, investigators say these shootings are not connected, but they are certainly very concerning.
Detectives continue to investigate if the acts committed against these three women were motivated by hate, but right now they say there's no indication that they were targeted for being transgender, nor does it appear these were random acts of violence. Atlanta police need your help to identify this man investigators believe might know something about the recent death of a transgender woman.
This is really sad, and ATL is a big city for LGBT people. This shouldn't be happening here.
Rashida Williams, also known as Coco the Doll, was found shot to death Tuesday night at a strip mall on MLK Drive in southwest Atlanta.
It's sickening and sad.
Jim Farmer is the director of the Out on Film Festival.
Some of these people.
Earlier this month, they showed Kokomo City, a documentary featuring Williams and three other as they navigate life in Atlanta and New York.
I was just really captivated by her story, her drive, how she was just so charismatic, and it's just to hear yesterday about her murder was just infuriating.
Williams' death is the third violent act against a transgender woman in the city this year. 37-year-old
And that's so sad. It's really sad when a majority of people there in the city are gay and lesbian and transgender, and this type of incident occurs.
Ashley Burton was shot and killed at the City Park Apartments on Fairburn 2 weeks ago. In January, an unidentified trans woman was critically shot on Highland Avenue. Investigators say the three incidents are not connected.
We're no different than anyone else.
Tracy McDaniel is the founder of Juxtaposed Center for Transformation, a human and civil rights advocacy group for trans people. She says living as a trans person is dangerous, especially for brown and black trans women.
There are people who are afraid to be who they are. There are people who are afraid to walk out of their doors.
McDaniel says anti-trans rhetoric and initiatives political.
Yeah, this goes to a point of where I was afraid to go out as a trans woman. There's some type of heightened awareness that I have going out as a trans woman, and I don't think that necessarily people should be able to dictate how I want to go out. Because if I was in an area of Long Island, I could go out dressed this way, and no one give a difference. But since I live here in Brooklyn, and I live in an area which is kind of hood, I'm always aware of what could potentially happen.
Or not, only fuel violence. She says until there are real repercussions, trans people will continue to be targets.
We're not going anywhere. We're not going to stop fighting for our right to live as human beings.
Atlanta police say solving these crimes is a top priority and that they are committed to bringing those responsible to justice. Now, there will be a screening of Kokomo City Saturday night as part of the Atlanta Film Festival.
Rashida Williams' death is the third violent act against a transgender woman in the city this year. The investigation into the death of Rashida Williams, also known as Coco the Doll, began when she was found shot to death at the strip mall on Martin Luther King Jr. Drive in southwest Atlanta. Police saw the video of a man who they put out to the public. According to police, homicide detectives were able to establish probable cause and secure arrest warrants for murder, aggravated assault, and possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. On April 26, 17-year-old Jamarcus Jernigan turned himself in at the Zone 1 precinct and was later transported to the Fulton County Jail and taken into custody without incident, says police.
11 Alive, a mother is now defending her teenage son tonight. The son is...
So he turned himself in, and then they arrested him, and now his mother wants to defend him?
accused of gunning down a woman 2 weeks ago tonight. The mom is claiming her son did not pull the trigger. Coco the Doll was found shot along Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. This was right near the Hamilton E. Mill MARTA station. 11-year-old or 17-year-old Jamarcus Jernigan is charged with murder in her death. 11 Live's Cody Alcorn is live there where Atlanta police say this deadly shooting actually took place. So Cody, you have brand new information that the suspect's mom is refuting this investigation, right?
That's right, Ron. We now know tonight, according to a warrant, that Coco Dadal was shot in the face. Now, Jernigan's mom says they have never heard of Coco until her son was accused of killing her. Now, what we can tell you is detectives say their break in this case came when they tracked down surveillance video that captured this deadly shooting. 17-year-old Jamarcus Jernigan's mom says they woke up on April 26th and saw her son's picture plastered on newscasts and social media.
He said, I'm gonna go down here and clear my name.
The pictures are still frames from surveillance video inside this Chevron on MLK Jr. Drive. The timestamp isn't shown, so we can't confirm the date and time, but there's no question it's Jernigan.
He was coming from the train station to go home because he was with his girlfriend. And he stopped by the gas station.
It's the white hoodie and emblem on the front of it, along with a pair of slides we can't see in the pictures released. His murder warrant states ties him to a homicide about 500 feet from the gas station.
My son don't have a gun at all.
Jernigan is accused of shooting Coco Dadal on April 18th. His murder warrant states at 9:50 p.m. Coco is seen on surveillance video near the pool area of the Peaks at MLK apartment complex. APD released this video showing the guy she met with just before she was killed. He told detectives he met Coco at the entrance of the complex where she asked to use a charger. Police say video shows Coco leaving the complex by herself and then multiple shots are heard in the video. Turns out the shooting was caught on video by security cameras outside the Wendy's next door. Detectives say the shooter's clothing in the video matches the hoodie Jernigan's wearing inside the nearby
This is very telling. And, you know, like, basically, there are guys like this who want to deal with trans girls, and sometimes they don't want to get outed. They'll do anything to cover up they're trying to do. This is a 17-year-old.
Chevron, but his mom says there's no way her son killed someone.
So you think if he actually did kill her, he would?
Yes, he would. Yes, he would.
Tell you he did?
Yes, he would. Because my son is not like that. I'm going to clear that up right now. Stop saying he turned himself in because he murdered somebody. No, he did not murder anybody. My son went down there to clear his name.
What the warrant did not mention.
Why do you have to go down there to clear his name? That's a good question.
Is a motive in this deadly shooting. We also learned in that warrant that there was a witness, a woman sitting at a bus stop right here at this intersection who says she saw Coco come out of that complex, was getting into an argument with a man. She could not make that person out. The argument went into the roadway right here, and the next thing she heard were 4 shots fired. She looked up, and Coco was in the roadway.
The news of the arrest came as a good news to the LGBTQ community. The major motive why he killed Coco Dadal is yet to be ascertained. Could they have been lovers? Could the killer have been in a shocking surprise?
Well, think about it. If they were lovers and he was 17, that'd be like molestation. I mean, I don't know whatever laws are in Georgia. It could be, you know, sexual limitations could be, you know, a little bit older, but I mean a little bit younger. But I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's good to mess around with anyone who's under the age of 18, you know. And if she were to mess around with him, then, you know, this could be a reason why, but she didn't deserve that.
Could it have been hate crime, or was it a random attack? No one knows for sure. It is sad to see a very promising
I think it was a hate crime.
And rising star killed for a silly reason. Our sincere condolences to the friends and families of Rashida Williams. May her soul continue to rest in peace. May she get the justice she totally deserves soon. Please stay safe out there, and we shall see you in the next video.
So that was something, but you know, she didn't deserve to die like that. And you know, but I've always heard that trans girls never live that long. You know, I mean, that's what I've heard. Trans girls never live that long, but the thing I would say would be careful of the men who you're dealing with. Be careful of the men that you're messing around with, because most of these guys have girlfriends, they have wives, and you don't know what they're capable of doing. So just be careful. So remember to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be notified whenever I upload a video. Thank you, YouTube.